Alright, everybody. This is the Linoone SafeSwitch video. After Dusclops was such a hit last month and the need for a SafeSwitch is always on our minds, it is crucial to find a good, strong, hard counter type to pair with your SafeSwitches. This match we're about to see is a perfect example of how Linoone can help you overcome a bad lead. Round 1 matchup starts with Barrel going against Linonne. Oh no, we gotta get out of there quick, right? Switch into who else but Linoone. As you can see though, Spark would do 7 damage per 2 turns, and Water Gun is pumping out 3 damage per turn. Pretty comparable. I probably should have farmed a little bit there. So I decide not to shield here, taking 56 damage from Discharge, and the show decides to switch to his own Linoone, which is unfortunate because the 2 being normal types, these Shadow Claws are now only doing 2 damage per every 2 turns. That is abysmal. And it also leaves me with enough energy to actually blast another Grass Knot back to back. That is why it isn't so important not to spam your charge moves all the time. I decided to go with the Grass Knot since it is a full 50% better damage per energy score at the respectable 1.28 damage per energy, which is amazing. I get his first shield. He gets to his own Grass Knot, and I decide to shield because I'm so close to taking him out. So now we both have 1 shield. I throw another Grass Knot and take his last shield. Decide Linoone has done his job, and I let him go. Those Grass Knots are no joke though. 64 damage. Keep that in mind. I go ahead and bring out Alolan Ninetales and smash Linoone down in just a few fast moves. J farming in the best of ways. With both Linoones down, the ability to switch, we are in a good place. The show brings in Linonne. Remember, Alolan Ninetales laughs at Electric, doing 13 damage per 3 turns, compared to Linonne's doing only 3 damage per 2 turns. We get some lag, and I decide to shield and throw Psyshock, doing 44 damage. And 1 fast move later, down goes Linonne. In comes Donphan, another amazing Pokemon in the Ferocious Cup, and the subject of my next video for sure. I decided to switch because in the 0 shield scenario, Alolan Ninetales loses, but with 1 shield, she slays. I bring in Barrel for the kill, smashing Donphan with 5 damage per turn. I make a huge mistake not saving my energy for the next Pokemon. Even though it is Linonne and only has 1 health left, that could cost you a match in the future. Alright, now for round 2, we can see that we're both rocking a lineup that has Umbreon and 2 Mons that are actually weak to Umbreon. I know that wasn't the initial thought, and is also why it's best to check with the heat map to find synergies, right? Let's just see how this plays out. Since Umbreon is so strong against a huge majority of this meta, in a soft counter, medium counter capacity, it is bound to be the default lead of many people. But neither of us want to give up the switch advantage. I get my foul play off first, but it only does 18 damage and costs 45 energy. It is so ridiculous. But neither of us want to give up a switch advantage. The show Jason throws a Dark Pulse in response, but I don't shield that either. I overfarm just a bit, and he comes out with a Dark Pulse. I let that go through, but sometimes going against the norm throws off your opponents, and let's see what happens. I decide to take a leap of faith and switch into Linoone. Linoone charges up super quick to Grass Knot, and I'm able to do 40 damage here for only 50 energy, which is great. Linoone has proven to be an amazing safe switch, I have to say. Umbreon returns with its foul play, landing 47 damage for 45 energy. I will never cease to amaze me the range of damage that happens with the super effective, non-super effective. Umbreon comes in with a Dark Pulse, 53 energy. There is literally no difference between Dark Pulse and Foul Play as far as damage per energy goes. Linoone going in with the Grass Knot again. I'm going to go ahead and pull a shield with this one. And I feel like a broken record here, but Linoone again with another Grass Knot. Right before he dies, super clutch. I'm going to go ahead and get 40 damage out of this one. Almost take down Umbreon, but Linoone goes down first. I decided to go ahead and bring in Umbreon at this point, and I use this foul play here, which he lets through, but I don't know if I should have done that. I don't know if I would have survived or if there would have been enough fast moves there to actually, for him to get to a foul play and do some real damage to me. So I'm not sure about that one. Here I get to another foul play, super quick on Nidoqueen, able to do 47 damage with this one. I look to switch, decide not to, and then I do another foul play for 47 damage. Oh, this one gets shielded. My bad. I hate when people do that. Nidoqueen comes in with an Earth Power, which I shield. And now we're at 1-0 shields. I have one shield. He doesn't have any shields. Umbreon gets to another foul play, doing 47 damage again, which is awesome. But it does not take down the Nidoqueen, which is a terrible state of affairs, if you ask me, because he does get to another Earth Power right in time. And I decide, of course, not to switch, letting the Earth Power go through, letting the Umbreon go down. We got my Linoone comes through, one quick fast attack, and Nidoqueen goes down. And then we're going to go ahead and just finalize the matchup here. Go ahead and throw a Rock Slide, doing an amazing 67 damage. But with a one shield advantage here, I actually have a battle rating of 814 against the Linoone, so it's really nothing he can do. Yeah, man, I'm just going to trade some Rock Slides here. It's going to take my last shield, and this last Rock Slide is going to be GG's. That is going to be round 2. Linoone is proving to be amazing. Amazing. Alright, so for this last match here, we're going to go ahead and try Linoone out as a lead with Alolan Ninetales and Nidoqueen in the back. And my opponent, the show Jason, has Nidoqueen as a lead with Kanto Raichu and Linoone in the back. We're going to have Linoone start up in the lead here. And I'm going to be doing some damage with these fast moves, trying to get to this Grass Knot here. Grass Knot's going to go ahead and do 61 damage to Nidoqueen here. It's actually a pretty good move. All around, really great move. I'm going to go ahead and take that shield. And Nidoqueen's going to throw an Earth Power, but I'm going to go ahead and shield as well. He switches into Raichu. And Linoone gets up to the Dig. I wanted to go for the Dig, obviously, because Dig is super effective against Electric. Ground's effective against Electric. But I really should have just baited him on that one, obviously. I need to really start getting better at that. He throws a Brick Break. I decide to go ahead and let my Linoone go since he's already done his job. Alolan Ninetales coming in. And shields are now at 1-0. I did notice some weird damage happening, so I went ahead and switched out. Bringing in my Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is a great closer, especially now that he has 0 shields. Raichu throws a Brick Break. I shield that. I take Raichu down with fast moves, and Linoone comes in. Nidoqueen is going to get to an Earth Power and going to do a devastating 97 damage in one felt swoop. And Linoone's going to go ahead and get to its own Grass Knot right here, doing 61 damage of its own. And the show Jason decides to go ahead and switch in to his Nidoqueen here, which was an interesting move. Ground is super effective against ground. And so he takes 119 damage here, completely destroying his Nidoqueen. I don't know if that's what he meant to do or not. And then Linoone comes back in and back out. Alright, so that was round 3. Sorry that these rounds got a little more discombobulated as it went on. I ran into a couple of problems, but go ahead and sub and like, and the next video will be much more polished. Thanks, guys.